Hey everyone, it's Miss Spencer. Today we'll be creating and interpreting line plots. We're going to start by creating a line plot for the data that's on the right. The chart to the right shows how many hours each student played video games for over the weekend. Use the information to create a line plot, then use the line plot to answer the questions of the next slide. So we can use this chart here to help us create our line plot. Next to each student's name is how long they played video games for in hours. What we're going to do is first look at all of these numbers or mixed numbers. We can see most of these denominators are 4, but some of them are actually 2. We want to create equivalent fractions so that we have common denominators between all of these mixed numbers. A common denominator between 4 and 2 is 4. So let's rewrite 2 and 1/2 in fourths. We know that 2 and 1/2 is equivalent to 2 and 2/4. We can also do the same for the amount of time that Lydia played video games. Here, she played for 3 1/2 hours, which is equivalent to 3 2/4 hours. Now that all of our equivalent fractions have a denominator of 4, we can now create our number line, which we can plot on. Let's find the smallest number. We can see the smallest number here is 2 1/2, or 2 2/4. That means we're going to start our number line at 2 so that we're able to plot our smallest number of 2 2/4. Let's add 1 on our number line. So 2 plus 1 is 3. And we'll add another 1. 3 plus 1 is 4 so that we can plot all of these points on the number line. We can see that the largest number that we're going to be plotting is 3 1/2, or 3 2/4. That's why we have to have our number line extend to 4. If we had stopped at just 3, we wouldn't have enough room on our number line to plot 3 2/4. Now let's break each of our holes into 4 equal groups. The reason we're going to be breaking them into 4 groups is because the denominator on each of these fractions is 4. So we'll break each hole into 4 parts. Since each hole is broken up into 4 parts, we know each tick mark is worth 1/4 more. So this first tick mark is worth 2 1/4. Add another fourth is 2 2/4. Add another fourth is 2 3/4. Add another fourth is 2 4/4, or 3. Now we'll add another fourth to 3 to get 3 1/4. Add another fourth to get 3 2/4. Add another fourth to get 3 3/4, and add another fourth to get 3 4/4, or 4 holes. Now we can go ahead and start plotting these points on the number line to create our line plot. Let's start with Adrian. He he played video games for 3 1/4 hours. So we're going to locate 3 1/4 on our number line, and we're going to place an X above it to represent how long Adrian played video games for. Now we'll check it off over here in the green check mark to show that we've already plotted Adrian on the number line, or the line plot. Now let's do the same for Ari. She played for 2 3/4 hours. So let's find 2 3/4 on our number line, and we're going to plot the point above to represent how long Ariana played for. Then we'll cross her off. Josiah played for 3 hours. So we'll look for the 3 and plot a point, or a mark above 3 to represent how long Josiah played for. Edward played for 2 1/2 hours, which is the same as 2 2/4 hours. So we'll locate 2 2/4 and we'll place a point above 2 2/4. Jalea played for 2 3/4 hours, which is represented here. There's already an X above 2 3/4 hours, so we're going to put an X above the X that's already here to represent how long Jalea played for. This means 2 students played for 2 3/4 hours. Finally, Lydia played for 3 1/2, or 3 2/4 hours. So we'll find 3 2/4 and place an X above that. Now we can use this line plot to help us answer the following questions. The line plot that's here is the same line plot we just created. What is the longest amount of time that a person played video games? We're going to look at our line plot and find the biggest number that has at least one X above it. Ooh, that's 3 2/4. We know that it's 3 and 2/4 because we have an X above it, meaning that one person played for 3 and 2/4 hours. 3 and 3/4 and 4 are bigger numbers than 3 and 2/4, but we can see there's no X's above it, meaning that no one played for that long. Now let's find the shortest amount of time that a person played video games. So we'll look at our line plot, find the smallest number that has at least one X above it. Ooh, that's 2 and 2/4. So we know that someone played for at least 2 and 2/4 hours. Even though 2 and 2 and 1/4 are smaller numbers, there are no X's above it, meaning there's nobody that played for that short amount of time. Now let's find the difference between the longest amount of time played and the shortest. The difference means subtraction. So we're going to be subtracting the longest someone played, which is 3 and 2/4 hours, minus the shortest amount of time someone played, which is 2 and 2/4 hours. 3 and 2/4 plus 2 and 2/4 is 1 hour. So the difference between how the longest someone played and the shortest amount of time someone played is 1 hour. Finally, what amount of time was most frequently played? So this is where we're looking at our line plot to see which number has the most amount of X's on it, meaning that the most amount of students played for this time. We can see our number line or a line plot and see that 2 and 3/4 has the most amount of X's above it. This means that two students played for 2 and 3/4 hours, and that is the most frequently played time.